What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video, on First Take, they're going to be talking about, or Stephen A. Smith's going to be talking about the return of the Splash Brothers. So let's see what they have to say about that.
Meanwhile, NBA players will have just 71 days off between the end of last season and the start of this season. The players have agreed, and officially the season will tip off on December 22nd. So, Stephen A., this
Well, basketball starts again next month.
season is going to be very exciting. As we've talked about, we'll have the Warriors healthy, we'll have the Nets, whole new ball game here. So who's most likely to dethrone the Lakers?
The Golden State Warriors. I'm putting everybody on notice right now. They will be in the conference finals. They will have a legitimate shot to get to the NBA finals. But in terms of the direct question, who has the best shot to knock off the Lakers, it will be the Golden State Warriors.
I don't know. I feel like maybe the Clippers, maybe Denver Nuggets.
For a simple reason. It doesn't need to be complicated like some people might try to make it. They have the greatest shooting backcourt known to man. There has never been anybody, a backcourt in NBA history, that can shoot like these brothers, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. I don't give a damn if it's Dennis Johnson and downtown Freddie Brown or Gus Johnson. I don't give a damn if it's Magic and Michael Cooper. I don't give a damn, or Magic and Byron Scott, or Magic and Norm Nixon before Byron Scott. I don't give a damn if it's Isaiah Dumas. I don't care what you come up with, Stockton, Hornacek. It don't matter. There has never, and I repeat, ever been a backcourt that can shoot the way those brothers can shoot. It is.
I agree.
That's simple to me. And I'm not bringing in any other elements, Max. I know that Klay plays defense. I think that he's a great all-around player. He's a surefire first ballot future Hall of Famer, one of the top 5 shooters in NBA history as far as I'm concerned. I know all that. I'm strictly talking about the ability to shoot the basketball. Steph Curry, career 43% from three-point range. Klay Thompson, career like 41% from three-point range. When they miss, it is a shock if they're open. If they're contested, it's still a surprise that they miss. But when they're open, it's absolute shock that they miss shots. They're marksmen. And when you talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, think about Antonio. No matter what you think about the Joker, because he's great, and Jamal Murray, and the depth, and all this, here's the key. Anthony Davis gets to deal with that. Anthony Davis don't have no answer for Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. He can't.
Ooh, that's true. That is very true.
Be out there guarding those brothers. Somebody else has to do that. Somebody else has to follow them around when they're moving without the ball to make sure they're not open. When a fast break takes place, all of a sudden you got to find them on the wings 30 feet away from the basket because they fire away. They are the greatest shooting backcourt I have ever seen. And to me, to knock off LeBron and AD, that's what it's going to take, and that's the only thing it's going to take.
So, yeah, I definitely agree. The Golden State Warriors definitely look like they have the best chance. Like I said, wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers were in there or the Denver Nuggets were in there. And another thing about Klay Thompson, that man, he's still mad from, 2 years ago when he got left off the All-NBA team. He got screwed over. So I know he's mad about that. I know he wants to come back from his injury to prove people wrong. So Klay Thompson's going to come back. He's got a lot to come back for and wreck shop. So I'll be very wary of Klay Thompson because that man's going to come back on fire.
Klay Thompson scored 26 points in a quarter one year, and it was his second best scoring quarter of the season.
37 first year, right?
It was 26 was the second best.
Yes.
If you score 26 points in a quarter, and it's not even close to your best because he dropped 37, which is the record. I love the Warriors.
What about the 60 on 12 dribbles, Max?
Oh, I mean,
what about
Klay Thompson.
What about that one?
Klay Thompson is capable of getting hotter than any player who ever lived. And Steph Curry's an MVP, sure. And by the way, my answer might be the Warriors when I see what they do with all their parts. Let's see that Klay's healthy. Let's see what kind of moves they make. But as of right now, with everything we know about the team, I will take the Nuggets. As of right now, I'll take the Nuggets. Guys, think about Jamal Murray in the playoffs last year. It was, how many times have you seen something like that in your life in the playoffs? Jamal Murray he lost his mind. 50 points with no turnovers. Like at one point it was like 93 points without a turnover or something like that. Coming up huge in the clutch. And then Jokic was running point for this team. A 7-foot center, a load in the paint. And he's taking the ball up and you're running the offense through him, playing point center. And then there's Michael Porter Jr. Remember, the whole thing was if he could stay healthy, that's why he didn't get drafted higher. What about his health? He looked pretty good. He can't play defense yet. He looked pretty good. And here's what's instructive to me, Stephen A. This is the tiebreaker for me with the Nuggets, based on what the Warriors are right now. If they package Wiggins in a pick and something like that and they bring in another player, maybe if you had to ask me to forecast, by the time they're done making their team, I may take the words. I'm talking about right now with the roster. Porter is going to be 22 this upcoming season. Jamal Murray, 23, and Jokic, 25. You know what that means? They're all likely to, Porter obviously is ascending, but Murray and Jokic are probably going to be better. And that's in the regular season. In the playoffs, they were way better than they were in the regular season.
Okay, well, let's see them do it again then. How about that? Let them do it again. I have faith in them because they're ballers, but he's hyping them up like they're just going to come out here out of control and just be whooping up on everybody. Let's see them do it 2 years in a row.
So watch Murray and Jokic this past season, make them better twice, and give them a third wheel who really can score. He can't play defense yet, but he can score. And then think of how they played under pressure. Stephen A., as of this moment, I think they have the best shot.
Well, I'm going to tell you why you're wrong, and I respect that. I respect where you're coming from, but I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. That's right. I know you do. Here's the reason why you're wrong, though. You may have forgotten that the Warriors have the number 2 overall pick in this upcoming draft. Mm-hmm. You've got a guy like James Wiseman out of Memphis who can fall to them. You got this guy, I think his name is Okongwu or something like that, out here at USC. You got that kid Topin out of Dayton. You're going to end up with one of those dudes to play alongside Draymond Green. So you're talking about an athletic dude with size that in all likelihood is going to be able to defend, have some athleticism, can do some things around the basket with Klay and Steph out of the wings. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Look, man, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, there is no question. And then let's not forget this, Max. We know we're not talking about the future because I see Denver winning a championship down the road. But what I'm talking about is the immediate future, meaning next season with the Lakers as the reigning defending NBA champions. Klay Thompson was out the whole season. You know how much he's chomping at the bits with all of these cats doubting.
Oh, yeah. Klay Thompson's definitely coming back with something to prove.
This brother can bring to the table because he got injured and all this stuff. Steph Curry being out last year.